This video is about VLAN, virtual LAN setup. How to set up the virtual LAN. So this is a interesting topic. So right now I'm going to set up the VLAN based on this network address table. So first I'm going to gives you the demonstration how much the VLAN is important. So what is the need for the VLAN actually here? So first, right now I'm going to set up the network with the help of the router. I'm going to choose the 356024PS multi-layered switch, and next I'm going to choose I'm going to use 4 PCs. So in this setup I'm going to assign the PC0 and the PC1 for a VLAN. PC0 and PC1, those two PCs are virtual LAN 1, VLAN 1, and here these two PCs are VLAN 2. Okay, so first I'm going to set up the IP address. Based on that, here go with this configure, set up the IP address of all end systems 192.168.10.2 and one 192.168.10.3. Sorry, 192.168.10.3. Here this is different network. Right now another one network 192.168.20.3, so 20.2. so this is a class C IP address. Okay, the class C IP address, first 3 portions are represent network portion. So here in a previous these two devices I have used 192.168.10, so that's a one network. Here here I'm using 192.168.20, so those the PC0 and the PC1, those two are same network. PC2 and PC3 are, I'm going to consider another one network. So 192.168.20.3. so right now here, so all of those devices are properly connected. Right now I'm ready to check ping. Okay, so ready to check the ping 192.168.20.3, so which means I am trying to ping from PC0 to PC3. I try to connect, but usually these all 4 PCs are in the same network, but those not connected, it not works. Why? Because the PC0 and PC1 it's a one network, and the PC2 and PC3 is another one network. Okay, so that's the reason. So right now I'm going to check 10.3, so which means the PC1 here the PC1. Okay, so right now I'm going to check it works. So this is so we are going to split it up in the same network. So this is the so in usually the switch which create a single network. So within this network we are going to split it up in multiple two networks. So right now we are going to configure the switch. So right now we are going to set up the switch into the VLAN setup. Go to the command line interface mode and enable configure terminal. Right now I'm going to provide the name VLAN 10. Okay, what is the name for the VLAN 10? HR, and exit. And VLAN 20, what is the name for VLAN 20? Finance. Okay, exit. Right now, so I have assigned two VLANs here. Right now I'm going to configure the VLAN. First I need to figure out, so I know that the interface, fast Ethernet, the interface 1 here and the interface 2, so those two interfaces for VLAN 1, the interface 3 and the interface 4, those two interfaces are VLAN 2. So VLAN 20 and that's a VLAN 10. Okay, so right now I need to set up this. So first, interface range fast Ethernet 0/122. so only two end systems. Okay, that's why 1 to 2. If you have multiple devices, you need to assign how from which to which. Okay, so right now here only two devices, that's it. Okay, so switch port mode access, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. So here so I'm going to define this is a VLAN 10, so define it, exit. And another one VLAN interface range fast Ethernet 0/32324. Okay, so same, repeat, switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 20. Okay, exit. Okay, so right now to define, so right now here I'm going to check to configure. So here it is processing. Right now I'm going to check to transfer it. Command prompt. Right now I'm ready to check it. Check to transfer. Here, so still it's not working. Okay, so you have to clearly understood one important thing. The switch cannot capable to transfer the data from one network into another one network. So, okay, that's why I ready to teach you here. So here we are using switch. The switch is only capable to transfer the packets within the network. So right now here we are used two networks. So here we must use a router. Without router we cannot send the data from one network into another network. Why? Because router only have a multi-interface. So that router only have a multiple interfaces. Okay, so that's why we need a router. So right now I'm going to check to transfer the same network, it works. So if you are transfer the multiple networks from one network into another one, it not. So right now how to fix it? To fix this, go to connect one router within it. So right now I'm going to use a router, connect the router, use a copper straight through cable, connect it from one into another one. So right now here I'm using fast Ethernet interface 5. So I connected from the router to the switch, it's a fast Ethernet 5. So why here I'm going to set up the router connection, continue the switch setup, interface fast Ethernet 5. Okay, so right now, so switch, so how to assign it: switch trunk encapsulation .1q and switch port mode trunk exit and write memory. Okay, right, so we successfully configured switch. So right now we need to configure the router. So go to the router and set up the router configuration. Here no enable. So here the router configuration. So here, before that, go to and see the router interfaces. Here the router which contain 3 interfaces: gigabit Ethernet 1, gigabit Ethernet 0/2, 012, and it support 1 VLAN. Okay, so right now we are going to use it. So configure the router. How to configure the router for VLAN? That's different. Okay, so here, so I referred the previous video, that is for to set up the VLAN for set up the router for network simple LAN setups. Okay, we already discussed about it. Configure terminal, and right now we need to set up the router interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0. So the interface name is 0. Interface name is a 0/0. So right now our VLAN 10. So we need to define the VLAN 10 here. So that's why here 0/0.10. Okay. So now encapsulation .1q 10. Okay, so define the VLAN number and IP address 192.168.10.1. so this is a first network default gateway address 255.255.255.0. okay, exit. So properly configured one network. So right now go with another one network. Interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0. So here in previous cases we used multiple interfaces. Okay, actually go to there, you see that it updated, but we don't use another one interface. We have to use the same interface for VLAN configuration because we have only one communication link in between multi switch to the router. So 0.20. okay, so encapsulation .1q 20 IP address 192.168.20.1 255.255.255.0. okay, exit. So right now we configured, but still it's not a turn into the green color, so we need some setup more. What it did, we need to configure the interface 0. Okay, interface gigabit Ethernet 0. okay, so we need no shutdown. So once we entered it, so now it's turned into the green color. Okay, exit. Okay, So now we ready to transfer, ready to ping from the PC0 to PC3. It's waiting. Still it not works. So what we missed? Okay, so we missed one thing. So that is we need to assign a default gateway in every end systems. Okay, so here go to the default gateway for each network. 192.168.10.1, and here 192.168.10.10.1, here 192.168.20.1. so here 192.168.20.1. so perfectly configured. You see there, here the VLAN setup, it is split it up into the VLAN setup. Okay, here, and all networks properly set up. So right now I'm ready to transfer, so I'm ready to try to ping. Okay, so now I am trying to ping. Now it works. Okay, so here I'm going to demonstrate through by the simulation mode. Here you see that how it works. Here you see the PC0 to the multi-layer switch, from the multi-layer switch to the router, from the router to the multi-layer switch, and from the multi-layer switch to the PC3. Okay, so now PC3 transmitter responds to the switch, multi-layer switch to the router to the again multi-layer switch. So which means from one switch, sorry, one layer into another, one interface into another one interface. Okay, everything is perfect. So here we need to check some of the verification. So we need to verify this. Okay, in how to verify the VLAN setup, go to the switch and go to the switch, and in a CLI mode, here show VLAN brief. Okay, it gives you the detail of the VLAN. So the first VLAN is VLAN 10. It's a HR department. It's assigned a fast Ethernet 1 and 2. HR, so next VLAN 20 for finance department. So it the ports are fast Ethernet 3 and 4. Okay, and next one show interface trunk. So here the interface trunk for it. So here fast Ethernet 5, which is connected with the encapsulation technique. Okay, it was 2.1q. It's a trunking. So here it is connected, everything is work. So this is the way we have to check the VLAN connection through by the switch. And here go to the router. In the router, show interface brief. Sorry. Show IP interface brief. Okay, so right now you can see everything of the IP interfaces. Okay, gigabit Ethernet of 2. Okay, it's up. And another one, show running show running config, so it gives you the entire detail of the router. So we didn't set up any of the password of the router. Our host name is a router. Here every detail we get here about the router. So what we set it up, I hope you understand. See you.